Good afternoon and welcome to the midday. If I look this way, it's because I changed my camera, so don't mind me if I'm like also talking, I'm looking this way, it's because I switched cameras. All right, so to the midday live with Eddie and Vinny, where we have two rideshare drivers try to work their way out of ride sharing through day trading and talking some news. Except not today for me for day trading. Oh wait, I'm watching Tesla. Okay, maybe I'm gonna make some money. So I'm kind of down on my account right now. Um, it's because I'm the FOMO freaking gets to me every single time I go and I make the trade. Okay, and then freaking I miss out, and then all of a sudden it turns around and goes in my direction, and then I get in it again, and then boom, and it turns around and goes the opposite direction. In and out. So
Ain't nobody got time for that.
yeah. So FOMO, I got to get used to it. It still runs through my veins. Can't help it. Yeah. Sorry. But it's happening. Opportunity. Anyway, so how was your 2 days off this week because of Thanksgiving? Really slow. Only made about a little bit over $700. So
What's going on with you out there, man? What's
yeah,
going on with your market? Is it your
I don't
market?
know. It's just
Or is it
it's
you
really
being
saturated.
stubborn?
I
Don't say that. God damn it. Don't. That's like the
yeah.
worst thing you can tell me. Don't tell me it's saturated. That's an
You know, it's
excuse.
really saturated, dude. You know how many people we got
That's
here
a
from like
gut.
other states?
Oh, I don't care about other states. It's
I
not
even think I
saturated.
even I even there was even one in no Colorado place. I already mentioned that. There was a plate. I forgot what state it was. Was this? Uh, but we're getting a lot of people here from other states also. There's a lot of conventions
Okay.
going on.
Okay. Listen, bro.
A lot of
I live in
conventions.
Florida. Okay. Nobody has had more new people move into their state or into their region than us here in Southeast Florida. Over 2.5 million people have moved here in the last 2-3 years. I don't want to hear about it, how it's oversaturated. I don't want to hear about, you know what? Then you're working the wrong areas.
Yeah, no,
And you're
I got.
working the wrong areas.
I moved from my area. You got to go to the on the Uber app. When you go to order a ride, it tells you all the cars that are around you. So you have to get out. You have to get out of that spot. You got to move to somewhere else.
Oh my God. Steven's been on. See, now here, Eddie, now I'm going to get on you a little bit publicly because I kind of feel like I need to smack you around like a little sissy girl for a minute. Okay. I understand you got different things you do when you're out driving. I get all that. And as much as you say you're editing videos and doing this, you should have like 17 videos a day coming off of your YouTube channel, but you don't. So that's bullshit because you're a very smart guy. You are a very diligent, ambitious, smart guy. Okay. Even though you act like a sissy sometimes, you're a smart guy. You need to get on the radio with us.
I got no time. Ain't got no time.
Okay.
Ain't got no time for the damn radio. Shit,
What
I barely got time to be in the chat.
Wait a minute. Wait, what chat?
The chat that just me, you, and freaking Richie are in. I ain't
Oh,
even
you
got
mean
time
the
for
one where
that.
you mean the one where, well, if you're only making $700, then what the hell are you doing with the rest of your time?
I'm editing.
Editing what?
I'm editing videos. Not only that, I'm going into Opus Clips and I upload my videos and then I do my shorts. I put my shorts in there.
Well, Opus Clip does
You
the
know,
work. You just gotta
correct. And I have to sit there and I have to
All right.
schedule them for the whole entire week. So whenever I get the shot, an opportunity to do some work, that's what I do.
So Nick Williams is one of the guys from down here who drives the Tesla. He's with Drive Whip. Steven's back in his Model Y out in LA doing his thing, right? And Omar and Richie hustles, and even Richie hustles. You can ask him yourself. When you have a group of guys, and you're not even from the same area sometimes, but when you have a group of guys, different platforms, and they're all making money, at least driving. That's what I'm talking about right now, is just driving. right? We got 5 or 6 guys on that radio, and everybody's making money. Then there's things in there that are being discussed and talked about, not where to be or how or necessarily Fight Club stuff. And in case y'all really don't know what Fight Club stuff is, Fight Club is stuff that we won't say publicly on the air where it could come back to bite us in the ass. Okay. We're making money out there. We're making money out there. Even sometimes if it's just a, hey man, get your chin up, pick yourself up, let's go. All right. Even if it's just a bit of encouragement, not necessarily motivation, but encouragement. Then, and then you'll find yourself, okay, I'm getting back into the right spot where I need to be. Because the right spot ain't always the right spot. Where the right spot was last week ain't going to be the right spot this week. Eddie, I went to the airport last night, bro. You know when the last time I worked the airport? It's got to be 3-4 months since I worked the airport.
Was it busy?
It didn't matter if it was busy or not. I just happened to be there, and I had enough patience to wait on the right ride out of the airport. Even though I tell you, and I swear to Jesus, I will be making this video today, and it will be out tomorrow. Lyft is just trash. Lyft is taking good drivers and turning them. They are ruining and burying their fucking company right now. I told you guys when this new guy came in, wasn't shit going to change. Well, I was wrong. Shit has changed. It's gotten 10 times worse than what it was.
Put the chart up.
But that's a whole nother video that I'm going to get into today. I'm going to rant out on a video. It's going to be a Mario Mateo style video because I was so angry with them last night. How do you take a decently competitive company and turn it into mush? Your product ain't the fucking app. But that's a whole nother thing. I'll get into that in my video when I shoot that today. And it won't take me a week to edit. Listen, Eddie, what I'm suggesting to you is, did you put in the same amount of hours that you normally put in, Eddie?
Yeah, no. Thanksgiving, I had to do the Thanksgiving Eve night and day. I have to do the kids thing.
Okay.
After I did the kids thing, went to work for a little while, but it just kind of it was just dead, just like really dead. I stayed out as late as I could. Yeah, I don't think Talib. I don't think I put 80 hours plus. But it was a lot of sitting around. I was just burning gas. But then again,
I probably put in collectively. I probably put in 45 hours, 50 hours, no more than 50. I doubt if it was even that much. But I put in some hours the last couple of weeks. In the last couple of weeks, I'm over 1,500 each week. I mean, the money's there. The money's always there. It just comes differently. See, this idea that you think your money's going to come from, and I'm not saying you, Eddie, I'm saying as general, drivers in general. This idea that you think your money's going to come the same way every week. And even, Omar has been saying that he's starting to agree with Sergio a little bit that, you shouldn't expect anything. Well, I disagree with you should expect to get rides. You should expect to be paid fairly for your rides. If you're not, don't take the rides, right? But I agree with don't expect your money to come from the same place every week while driving. South Beach might be hot today. Austin downtown might be hot today, right? But tomorrow it's going to be 30 miles outside of the city limits because everybody's trying to get the hell out of Texas and move to Florida. And sorry, we're full in Florida. Go to Georgia. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that, like here, look, Steven was with us on the radio Wednesday. Okay. Steven clocked 500 in LA Wednesday night. Steven clocked 500 in LA Wednesday night. Do you know the amount of bullshit Steven has to go through in LA?
Steven did an overnight?
No, I don't know if he did an overnight, but I mean,
basically the graveyard shift.
20 hours. He didn't put in no 20 hours. He's in the Model Y, and he put in work. But it wasn't the same way. It wasn't in the same areas that he normally works. He was doing a little bit of different things, and he had an opportunity to express those to the group, and then he did what he had to do. Nick down here with the Model 3 that he's renting from Drive Whip. Drive Whip, man, y'all got to come clean, bro. Y'all got to start giving up to the show because I know we've gotten y'all at least 5 or 6 rentals down here already. Y'all need to quit acting like bitches and come clean. Listen, the Nick 2000, doing $2,000 weeks, $1,500 weeks. He had another $1,300 week last week. And let me tell you something. Thursday and Friday and Saturday here, at least from what I saw and from what I heard on the radio, was bullshit. Thursday was about $100 under what it normally is on Thanksgiving. Friday was at least $250 under what it normally is on Black Friday. I didn't transport one TV out of our biggest mall, the 5th largest mall in the nation, 2nd in the state. I didn't get one request to move one TV this year. And that's what normally happens on Black Friday. Everybody goes to BrandsMart or Best Buy or whatever in their little Honda Civics, and they buy these 90-inch TVs, and they can't get them home.
Nope.
So they call Uber XLs and Lyft XLs to come get them. I didn't do one Friday, not one. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, bro, I didn't move any product, any purchased product per se. A couple small
bags. The only thing I ever got was a food delivery. Yeah. That was the only thing I ever got.
All right, so Talib was 1,800 last week in Orlando.
1,800, nice.
That's big. That's a big deal in Orlando, considering their rates are a little bit lower than ours. Orlando pays a little bit less than what they pay down here in South Florida. So for him to crack 1,800, bro, you got to give that man some credit there. You know what I'm saying? Give him a little love.
Where's Melvin? I'm wondering how Melvin did, since Melvin is in San Antonio.
I don't know. Steven says passengers are complaining about the changes. Bro,
I haven't heard anything from the passengers yet.
I've heard it. Steven's heard it. Omar's hearing it. Oh, yeah. Richie's hearing it. Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's a big deal, dude. Passengers are noting it. Somebody, I think it was Steven. Was it Steven? It was either Steven or Nick was telling us the story yesterday. I think he's going to tell it Wednesday night on the show. But he was saying, I forget which driver it was. They said that they had a rider that used to always use Lyft because they would get points on their credit card towards flights or whatever. And now that Lyft took away Lyft Lux, they're no longer using Lyft. They've gone back to Uber. And they're doing the points through. Oh, it was Steven. Okay, so they're doing the points through Uber now instead of Lyft. Bro, Lyft is trash right now, dude. Trash. And the fact that they're still hurting us, certain half the drivers that get XL, that also get Comfort, I had to shut it off. I got to shut XL off. XL is now, you know how, Eddie, when it gets real slow for you and you'll go ahead and drop down to Comfort or X? Yeah. That's how I'm treating Lyft XL now. I have to treat Lyft XL like X. I turn it off because I'll get 10 Comfort rides for every one XL ride I get.
Me happens. I've got to say, it's just like, and then sometimes I'll get those rides that look like they're worth it, and then once you start doing like the price check, it seems to be like a lot lower than what they're supposed to be. But some of the times I actually take it because it's in the direction that I actually do want to go. So I do take them, but I have been lowering. Again, I lower my standards. I always try to do it with a purpose. If I got a surge or there's something good going on, then I'll take it. But besides that, man, they've been very, 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 very cheesy.
It's amazing, right? It's amazing how a company that, for when everything opened back up, at least down here, when everything opened back up, and with Lyft, you could get the really good Lux rides, XL rides, the black rides, the black XL rides. They paid really, really, really well. And now it's amazing how fast a company can throw itself into the fucking garbage disposal. It really is. It's just amazing to me. And the problem is, you ever heard the expression, rising tide lifts all boats? Well, this fucking company, Lyft, is going to be the Titanic that sinks rideshare. Because as Lyft continues to bring their prices down, fucking Uber's going to come right down with them. They're going to be like, well, hell, drivers are still driving. We can be a little cheaper than we are now and still have the drivers think we're paying more and we're going to make more
And
money.
and I was moving around, I was taking, going to a little area, and usually I would go somewhere. I do my whole little pickup drop off, and I stay put. I don't go nowhere. I stay put. I stay right there, especially if it's not over an area where there's a lot of drivers. If there's not a lot of drivers there, then I'll stay right there till I get a call, because then I'll be driving back, man, and it's just, man, it just, you know, the
Crowd
rush
goes
is
left,
just.
you go right, homie. Crowd goes left, you go right. It's the only way.
So I've been trying to balance it out in between. So I keep Lyft, which is the one Lyft is the one that gives me more rides than Uber. So what I do is I keep Lyft on my mid and higher tiers, and I keep Uber on my lowers.
So what I found is, because I keep a, we all do, right? I keep a little simple spreadsheet. And for the month of November, I started just the most simplest spreadsheets. How much I made this week for this company, how much I made for that week, that company. And it's been bouncing back and forth. Uber Lyft dominant. This week going into Thursday, it was pretty even all the way out, and then Uber wound up coming around Lyft again. I find with Lyft, my smaller, shorter filler rides, I'm telling you, Lyft has become a fill company. I'm still making money with Lyft. Don't get it twisted. Last week I did 1,200 with Lyft, or 2 weeks ago I did 1,200 on Lyft. Last week I think I did 600 on Lyft this past week. Right? I think it was 600. Hold on. And so it's not like I'm not making money on them. It's just how I'm making my money on them. And the problem is now with that also is that hold on. Yeah, 625 last week with Lyft. Oh, you can't see it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you got the background. No,
Yeah.
it's still
625 last week with Lyft. The week prior to that was 1217 on Lyft. Right? The difference being is that now my acceptance rating prior, and I know some people don't care about this, my acceptance rating prior to them removing Lyft and putting on Comfort, my acceptance rating was like 78%. I know I did a video with it. My driving score was like 91, 92%. That driving score, Platinum Plus, yada, 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 all that good shit. And the perks that people don't think mean anything actually help you to make money, right? My acceptance rating now, Eddie, is like 36, 35%.
that's
In
your
a matter
acceptance.
of
Wow.
in a matter of 3 weeks, my acceptance rating went from 73 or 76% all the way down to 35, 36, 37% in a matter of 3 weeks. They will even send us black rides that are paying like basic Lyft rides. Black. So anyway. Glide don't want to hear this. He says I'm complaining. We're not complaining, bro. We ain't been on in 3 weeks, you know. But here, you want to see something? You want to see something jacked up that supports what I'm talking about? Look at this. Okay, there you go. There's Lyft. That's a 15-minute chart. There's Lyft. Lyft is dying a slow death. They have nothing that they can show us. What are they bringing to the market? If you were an investor, why would you invest in Lyft right now? You got pissed off drivers. You're lowering your cost. With Tesla, people are right. Investors are pissed off. Shareholders are pissed off with Tesla because Tesla keeps lowering the price of the cars to gain more
And they're
market
becoming
share.
competition for, like, actually not even. It's just they just he
Yeah,
keeps
but
lowering the
think about this.
prices.
Think about this. Elon's cutting prices on the cars, right? So that everyday guys like us, all of us out here watching right now, right, could afford the car. So when we got to make a choice, is it going to be a Honda Civic or a fucking Model 3? Well, I'm taking the Model 3. Okay. And the stockholders are like, no, don't do that. You're cutting our profits. Blah, blah, blah. Well, what the fuck is the difference with Lyft? What's Lyft doing? The exact same shit. The exact same shit. They're cutting their prices to gain market share. The difference is Tesla has a product that stands on its own. Lyft and Uber also is in the same boat. Uber does not have a product to stand on its own. What is the product, Eddie? Instead of me making a phone call to AAA cab come pick me up, I use an app. That's not the product anymore. That was the song and dance product. But do you know what the product is for Uber and Lyft? Us.
I always thought it was yeah, but I
It's
always thought
us.
it was the convenience of the app. Everybody can
Yeah,
go in
it's
and
not
drive
convenient.
with the app, and anybody that needs a car can just go in and use the app.
Okay, but is that the product, or are we the product?
Well, we are. I think we're part of the product.
Well, let me ask you a
We add
question.
to it, but without it, it don't work. Without it, it don't work.
So let me ask you a question. With the apps, you can get a ride, right?
Uh-huh.
If you don't have the apps, can you still get a ride?
Yeah, no.
Exactly. Yes, you can. You can still get a ride. People out
Without
here
the
do
apps?
privates all
Oh,
the
well,
time.
they did the whole call thing that you can do now
But that's
for
what
the
I'm saying.
elderly.
The apps ain't shit. It was a fad. The apps were a fad. When the market finally realizes that the apps were nothing more than a fad and they are nothing more than a middleman to the middleman, the product, Eddie, is you and me. I saw an Instagram ad today for Uber Comfort. Do you know what they were in? They got a woman on one side, a guy on the other. They look at each other. They tap the fingers to each other like they're the Da Vinci God to man, right? And somebody actually caught it, actually said, oh, God's a woman now. Anyway, when they do this, right? But guess what they're sitting in, Eddie? They're sitting in a fucking Suburban for comfort. It was a Uber comfort ad, and they're sitting in a Suburban, touching fingers like this, like God to man. Like Uber is God, and the rider, the poor slum rider, is man.
Yeah, what they don't know. It's kind of like back in the day when I used to drive a taxi. He's like, "Oh, you must make a lot of money." I was like, "Hell no, I'm making a lot of money driving a freaking limo."
It's a damn shame, bro. It's a damn shame. So again, we're the product because we got to put up the cars, we got to put up the insurance, we got to act and accordingly, right? Which we should if you're going to do the job of driving people like Mario, right? I was watching one of Mario's vlogs the other day from last week. I think it was the Wednesday. It was his vlog from Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and he had a private, right? He had a premier reservation, and yeah, I think it was a premier res. Anyway, Mario was looking sharp, bro. Mario had on his suit and his tie and was looking good, right? So he's looking good, and I'm thinking to myself, well, okay, every now and then, certain clients, yeah, I've done the monkey suit, but that's what we do because we are the product. And the more people begin to understand that we are the product, the driver is the product. Whether these apps are here or not, people are still going to get around, dude. People are still going to get around. They're still going to be calling people for rides. Whether it's going to be a taxi,
Whether private rides or taxis or limos or
or
anything like that, they're
1-800
always going to be
Eddie
calling.
or 1-800 Steven. It ain't, listen, bro. So the
But
bullshit,
I still
the
well,
bullshit.
the app thing was okay. They were the first ones to come up with it. Was there any other company that actually had the idea instead of ordering a
Oh,
taxi through the phone,
well,
which is such a
that's why.
pain?
But see, that's why taxi companies got crushed.
Yeah,
Because taxi
which
companies
I don't.
got so comfortable with fucking somebody making a phone call or shaking their fucking ass out on the side of the street. As soon as Uber popped up with that black car service, taxi cabs were, oh, it's only black car service. Don't worry
And they
about it.
didn't do anything
Pick
with
up
it.
that
I was like,
car.
I wondering why they can't just jump on the boat and do exactly the same thing.
Well, here,
But
you want to see some full circle shit? I got some full circle shit for you now. If you're in Fort Lauderdale and you work the cruise ports, if you work Port Everglades, and I know Ramon does it, I know AJ does it sometimes. If you work Port Everglades, you have begun to notice there are hundreds of taxis lined up, ready to take these people from the Port Everglades, when they get off these cruise ships, right to the airport, FLL. And you want to know how convenient it is? They're charging like $15 a pop. That's it. They are now the same or cheaper than Uber and Lyft. And the person that's riding don't have to wait because there's hundreds of them sitting right there at the boat, right at the boat. Put your shit in the car and you're out. Cabs are making a comeback. Cabs are
but,
making a comeback.
but well, hopefully they're cleaner, they're nicer. Okay, they can speak a
Most
little
of them
more
are, bro.
clearer
Most
and
of the
get rid
cabs
of that
are
damn
pretty good.
attitude.
They're pretty nice,
Okay,
bro. They're pretty good.
and well, I lived in New York for quite some time, and long enough to say, you know what, I'd rather walk instead of getting a taxi.
Well, and at the same time,
That was back
this
in
is
the
what I
day.
mean. It's
That was
right.
back in the
It's
day.
coming back full circle. There's still some shit
Yeah,
cats,
yeah.
but now it's
So
coming back.
it could be getting better for them. But maybe Uber and Lyft was a good, nice little spanking wake up call. Like, hey, start being nicer, start cleaning your cars, start taking care of your own stuff. Okay.
Listen,
Uh, so it's because of
listen.
us.
Back in the day, the blacksmiths, right? All those blacksmiths that made the shoes for the horses. This guy's car ain't gonna do nothing. That Model T ain't gonna do nothing. Where the fuck the horses at now? At the petting zoo. They're at the petting zoo now, and all those blacksmiths are now running a line, hitting a button because the computer's making the car. That's real shit, man.
Oh, and that is another thing that's coming. There's a robot out there that flips the damn burger flipper. I don't know what the hell they call it. Freaking arm just goes right, makes the freaking the meat comes from the machine, and then the robot arm takes care of everything else. So get ready.
So
That's
Mario's in the
gonna be
chat.
another good
Okay,
one.
Mario says, "Yeah, I will put on a nice shirt and a sport coat." Bro, let me tell you, man. Mario shit. I like Mario shit. I like his vlogs. I really do. You know why? Because it's real. It's raw and it's real. And he's just doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing in Miami. He's living his best life doing his thing. And I can dig that. His little red chair interviews. He's got the one comedian on there, bro. Listen, I like it. He says, I'll put on a nice shirt and a sport coat and look like the part every now and then when I know it's a premiere or a reservation with potential. There were guys, bro. I saw a guy last night. He was in a Chevy, I think it's Chevy Cruze. I think he was in the Chevy Cruze. Older guy, had the Uber brick on the dashboard, the new Uber light. And
Yeah, the rectangular one.
bro, he had a sport coat and a tie. It's a Chevy Malibu. So he's not doing the best he can be doing is comfort, but he's still looking the part. So there's a lot of people that do that. I'm more of a casual business casual type sport look. That's how I like to go. I believe in my PGA shorts and my PGA shirts.
I do the dress shirt. I do the nice button down. At least 3 buttons.
Saturday
T-shirts and
night,
stuff.
I might do that. I might do that on Saturday nights. That's about it. Just Saturday night.
It's just early in the mornings. I catch the airports, and sometimes this is how I pick up some of my private. That's how I got one of my private clients.
Right. So looking at Lyft here, okay, this is the 15-minute chart, and you can see all these little gaps in here are different days, and still nothing. Look, through earnings couldn't even save Lyft right now. Had a good earnings, better market share to hold on, and even earnings couldn't. Unless they come out with something that's going to revolutionize the game of ride sharing, Lyft is in trouble.
Or somebody comes and buys them off.
Well, I mean, I've been saying that. I'm telling you, it's either going to be Amazon or Tesla, one or the other. Let's take a look at the competition real quick. Look at Uber. Same time frame, bro. Look at Uber. Same time frame. Uber's running 52-week high. Look at this. Uber's smoking it right now. Yes, they're global. Well, yes, they're global.
Uber.
Yes, they have other products besides rideshare. But, I mean, here we are, right? Here we are. Uber just seems to be winning.
Well,
I'm not
going to say nothing too bad about Lyft. Just going to give it time for everything else to settle in. What is it usually about 6 months?
It's been over 6 months. I give the current CEO a D-. I give him a D-. It's been
because
7 months.
everything's got to take, give it. I'm gonna give it a little
Bullshit.
bit, but still, it
Bullshit.
truly means that you should like work your way out of ride sharing. Of course, it's
Yeah.
what we
Well,
do. So
listen, the CEO of Lyft gets a D minus from me. D minus. He's done nothing. He has proven himself to be nothing but the guy who's going to guide the company transition from Lyft to whoever they're getting sold to. If anybody believes anything different, then you're just not paying attention. Commuter branch. Commuter, hey man, I hope you're staying safe over there, bro. Commuter. Stay safe over there, man. Y'all got some real
can't
issues
wait to
going on
hack
over there
into
right now, dude.
Twitch.
You got some real
And see
issues going on over there. Uber used billions in venture capital to undercut and undermine the incumbent taxi cab companies. Once the competition went bankrupt, Uber hiked their prices and lowballed the drivers. Amen to that. That's
yeah,
exactly what they're doing.
they did for the
I'll grab
company
that.
to even go anywhere. They did a lot of things. They did a lot of sketchy things that they did out there. They also did a lot of illegal stuff, and or what they did was they got fined for it, but they just paid the fines just so the company can stay out on the road. It's kind of the thing with these freaking scooters that they got all over the city. Like here, we got all these scooters that are both by Uber, Lyft, and other companies and stuff. That all of a sudden they just came in, they poured out so many damn scooters that people were hanging them on trees, people were throwing them over the bridge into the freaking water, freaking batteries over the water into the river that we actually swim in. But yeah, I've heard a little bit of the story of Uber, how they got in and they basically had to basically force themselves in there by doing sketchy stuff and to get the company going. For which, as far as I understand, it does happen out there, and they just paid the fines. They just paid the fines just so they can stay out in business because it was a good model, it was a good business. I liked it. When I used to drive for a taxi cab company back in New York, it freaking sucks so bad, sucks so bad, sucks so bad. And then, but the pay was horrible, so I quit. We had to pay for our own gas. Did you believe it? An 8-cylinder freaking Lincoln. We had to pay for our own gas.
What did they charge you a day to rent the cab? What was your daily rate back then?
No, it was
Was it a
they
daily rate?
they kept the percentage of the fare. They
Huh.
kept the percentage of the fare. It was such a long time ago. It was back in the day. I was still just graduated from high school.
Well,
But that's how I started driving. Then truck driver. Then I got my CDL and everything else. So, but I think truck driver was the best driving that I've ever had. Driving, because I worked at the hotel over in Dorado Beach, Puerto Rico. Man, it's just best place you could ever work. I don't care what job you're doing there. And the chicks, woo,
oh my God, here we go. Anyway, Uber's making its run, y'all. Uber is absolutely right now dominating the rideshare market. I don't watch DoorDash, so at one time, I really would like to get. We need to get somebody back on the show on Wednesday night with the food delivery. I know we got Tony, but I'd like to get somebody else back on there also along with Tony because a lot of times Tony's working. Bro, food delivery's going through it too. I'd love to know how food delivery did over the holiday.
man. I haven't done my catering in a little bit now, and I might start doing it again. Dude, I bought a whole bunch of bags, and I haven't been doing it. I haven't been doing it. It's just I haven't been needing to, except for this week. This week kind of like is pushing me to actually doing it. I love the food delivery. It's just that you gotta start heading there an hour before, and then when you get there, you're like in the middle of nowhere. And then usually the time that they actually give me the order falls like right before either I do this or rush hour. Sucks.
Mm.
So I gotta deal with it.
Melvin's gonna make me and this is all part of this is why I say it's tough when we do the midday lives because it's like okay, I'm getting everything out here, but I'm not making my videos. But I got to get this video made today. Melvin, nothing but a depressing gray map this weekend. Bro, let me tell you what they're doing. I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. You guys know me, you guys know my tinfoil hat when I put it on, but my tinfoil hat right now is running about 99% accurate. Okay, I'm not saying I'm Nostradamus, but God damn it, there's some prophetic shit that goes on these channels. This past weekend,
Dude.
this past weekend was a test run, I believe, was a test run to see how drivers, i.e., us, would react to low surges, lack of bonus, and lack of surges. This was a
Wait, how the hell you come up with that?
test run for it was a test run for New Year's Eve. Everybody knows New Year's Eve has always been the driver's Black Friday. Last year they slapped the shit out of us,
Yes, I was
right?
just gonna say that.
I'm thinking, I'm just saying, I'm just thinking out loud. We'll find out January 1st if I'm full of shit. But I said it last year and I wasn't full of shit. And I'm saying it this year. Drivers responded by working more hours over these last 4 or 5 days because psychologically we know people are using Uber, people are using Lyft, right? We know this is what they do. They get to drinking, have a good time. They got to get to the airport, back and forth, yada, yada, yada. Lack of surge, lack of, because it didn't light up. Well, Gigan, then you were one of the few markets because I'm gonna tell you, we didn't see that shit here at all. And I promise you, our airports made the fucking viral videos. Fort Lauderdale made the viral videos at the Uber pickup lot, terminals 3, 4 between Spirit and JetBlue. It's running viral right now on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. Okay, it was so backed up. But I'm telling you, bro, it was a precursor to see how drivers would respond. They're going to take that data from this past weekend and they're going to see how they can fuck us over the guy during New Year's Eve, Christmas and New Year's Eve holiday. That's my prediction. We'll see.
Oh, what we should we
We'll
should we
see.
should go with that. So like everybody that came here from other states into my area, maybe they'd be like, "Oh, it's gonna be a horrible holiday season. I'm gonna go home," and maybe they go away for a while.
Raymond says, "Damn,
Damn
people
it!
hit big numbers this past week." Yeah, listen. I mean, I think we hit normal numbers. If you drive an XL vehicle, Premier, black SUV, I mean, you should have been in the $1,500 range. You should have been in the $1,500 range. That's my thinking.
Melvin, that 616 that was yours. I want to know if Melvin had a good day, a good week. I mean, for the holiday week.
No, he said Melvin said he did 616.
Yeah. All
Silver
right.
Fox
So
said he
it
did
was not.
600.
It was not just me. I thought it was just me. I was just but I was out there. Don't get me wrong. I was out there. I was out there. I was trying to split the time in between the kids and me working. But for 2 days, for 2 days, 2 days, 3 days, for 7 days straight, it was just doo doo, doo doo. Didn't
Let's
work out.
see. Hey, bro, Melvin. Yes, I do. I will. I had to get rid of that aluminum foil hat because it scratched the shit out of me on the side of my head. But yes, sir, I will throw that stuff on. I will throw on the tinfoil hat and we'll see what happens. Buddha, big shout out to Buddha right now. Hey, man, I hope you're feeling better. Hope you got the car fixed. If you guys don't know, Buddha was involved in a little bit of a Mario Kart
Fender
Smash
bender.
Derby. Yeah, he had a little fender bender. He talked about it on the Discord. So, you guys need to get into the Discord. You want to know what's going on. Let's see what else is going on out here. Dr. C, what's going on, brother? Hope you had a good holiday. My man Scott is in the building, y'all. Big time Lux Black driver out of uh, California. Let's see.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh,
sometimes it's few. See, talk to my customer over the weekend who works at Vanguard on rideshare issues with low fares and flood of immigrants, new and
mhm.
drivers. Yeah, he said competing with immigrants is a losing battle. Correct.
It
But
is.
I think it's gonna bite them in the rear, like very, very, very bad.
Why do you
Very.
say
You
that?
know what? Well, it's because cause and effect. My little saying, cause and effect. I believe Melvin, I don't know if you're keeping track, but I'm keeping track of this particular law, the bill, SB 4, whatever bill. Um, Now, if the bill gets signed and gets put into law, a cop is going to show you paper. You have to show papers to a cop. If you ain't got no papers, you're gone.
Well, see, to me, and I've never gotten into this issue, and it's something I guess we get into Wednesday night if you guys want to go down that road. I try to stay away from this issue because I actually get there's less than a handful of issues in the country right now that trigger me. This is one of them that triggers me. This one triggers me.
Now,
Like it really
what,
does, bro. It pisses me the fuck off.
whether it's good or bad, of course, we don't know until it actually happens. Um, but the thing is like it's just I knew something like this was going to happen. Now, whether the cops are going to enforce it or not, I don't know. Whether it's going to affect us, I don't know, because what happens, if this, because like, okay, if I'm driving, dude, I get called Mexican all the time, and a cop asks me for freaking ID, and I was like, hey, I don't got it. I left it at home. What happens to me? So,
Well, here's the thing, right? So we all know how labor markets work, right? We all know if they can find somebody, if an employer can find somebody cheaper to do it, they're gonna use the cheaper people.
yeah.
We all know that if you guys have noticed on your Uber apps, you guys just had to sign a new addendum, a new terms of service. One there was three sections that popped up for me on mine. One of them was verifying the identity, where Uber is saying, "Hey, you understand that we might ask you to verify your picture in real time every time you turn on the app." They got to do something because they know. See, this is what happens, right? You guys have heard me talk about OSHA laws, how laws get done. Laws, OSHA standards, working conditions, nothing changes until enough people die or it costs the company a shit ton of money. Until it hits that threshold. And I guess Uber is now starting to hit up against that threshold with lawsuits, right? They just settled another $328 million lawsuit with New York State, right? So
New
they're
York's very
getting to
bad.
that point where there's no place else for them to start taking this money from, right? They can't squeeze us no goddamn more. Eddie, we're dying out here.
Yeah, it's getting really bad.
The future of
Yeah,
rideshare after January 1, 2024 is going to look completely different than we've ever seen. I'm telling you, it's coming, right? It's coming. It's going to look like fucking Lyft, right? Rideshare is going to look like Lyft's fucking stock chart. Whoop! Going to look like Lyft's fucking stock chart. See that big ass red? Whoop! That's what they're going to look like. Okay. They have to start getting smart and they have to start enforcing the free ride is over for Uber. The free ride is over. They're going to have to crack down on the immigration. They're going to have to crack down on illegal accounts. If you're legal to drive in the country, God bless you.
no,
Let's go to work.
because this is the
But
thing. If one breaks the law, right, then another one is going to get encouraged to break the law too, and then it's just a chain reaction. It just keeps going right down the road. It just keeps going, and it gets to the point where now you got absolutely no control of it, and then everybody suffers the consequences. So,
Durr is telling me I'm
uh,
wrong about something. I'd like to know what he's talking about. What am I wrong about there, boss? Let me know. Let me know. Type it in. We can have an honest conversation.
yeah, no, bring it on.
We can
I
absolutely
want
have
to.
an
I
honest
want to know.
conversation. Let me see. Trying to
But
catch up.
I really just think, and by the way, remember that flight that MH370 that supposedly disappeared? That the flight
Okay.
370. Remember the flight 370 a while ago that disappeared? Remember, there's a video going out, and I don't know. I've always watched it. I didn't think it was like a real thing, but it's hitting the news. Where the flight was actually flying, and then three UFOs just started flying around it, and then all of a sudden, poof, it just disappeared.
Okay.
They're trying to look for an expert to debunk it. But they haven't found anybody yet. They're offering $100,000 for the first person who can prove Flight 370 was not surrounded by orbs before it vanished into thin air. I didn't know about this.
Okay.
I just thought somebody was messing around and just kind of did like an AI on it or whatever. But it don't don't look that way. because one of them is a satellite. One of the views is a satellite view, and the other one is a drone view. So
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I kind of saw that. I didn't really pay any attention.
yeah,
Hey, I do want to bring something to your attention here, though. I'm looking at Spy on the Daily. I knew this was happening. Bro, do you see this? There are 3 big ass gaps here on Spy on the Daily that are going to have to be filled at some point. These gray areas. Soon as it gets a little bad news in the market, bro, here it comes. Shows 3 times. Oh, I'll talk to you after the show about this.
One.
Got 3 big ass gaps. You got one here, and one here. That got to be filled. So just something to be aware of over the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. These gaps are going to get filled. So I just wanted to bring that up to you real quick. I didn't want to get into Spy because I got a lot of stuff going on Spy. I don't want to bore you guys with all my lines. As I'm told, my pretty lines. Tesla's just doing its thing, man, hanging in at that 230 mark. Look at that. Over the last week or so, Tesla's just hanging in there, doing its deal. Look at that. Tesla's just
I currently have a put option on Spy.
Look at Tesla. Oh. Tesla's got a hard resistance at 238.51. We can see it right there. Look at all this resistance right here. It tried to break out, got knocked back down. Look at that. So there it is. Got a lot of hard resistance at 238. Y'all remember my yellow lines are the hourly on the chart. My red lines are the daily. So I don't know. We probably will see, depending on what the market does. You know, we got to be careful.
I'm sorry, I take that back. It's a put. I have a put option on Tesla.
Yeah, you got to just be careful. Yeah. Just pay attention. That's all. Just pay attention. This is a 15-minute chart. Just kind of pay attention. If I wanted to get kind of fancy, I guess I could bring something up this way. Is there anything there to really? There's really nothing there to pull from. Yeah, there's nothing there to pull from. Nothing I feel comfortable with, at least. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up, bro. We'll take one last look at Lyft. I'm telling you, Lyft's in trouble. They're in trouble, dude. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. That's all I can say. They're in trouble. Anyway.
Listen, this day trading thing is freaking addicting.
Of course it is.
Extremely addicting.
You know what else is addicting? You know what else is addicting?
What else? Oh, coffee. Coffee is freaking addicting.
Coffee is addicting. What y'all? Hey, out there in the chat, one time in the chat, shout out. What's your one addiction right now? Durr's telling me I am wrong about immigration. I would love to have the conversation.
Yeah.
Still, well, which part? What I'm wrong about? What did I say I was wrong about?
We're not talking about the legal one. We're talking about the illegal one.
We're talking about illegal immigration.
Yeah, right? Illegal immigration.
Illegal folks coming in, jumping on the platforms illegally.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Jumping
we're not talking about the legal. We're not talking about legal. Legal, you can't do anything about it. Even if you don't like it, you just
go to work, bro. Yeah. What do I care? You paying your taxes, you doing your
legal thing. It doesn't matter. It's illegal. And it's the crime, you know. Well, I go to jail. I have gone to jail. I have gone to jail for stupid things, you know, and then other people get away with it. You know, okay. I was like, dude.
Here we go. So Scott Robinson says he's addicted to Uber. Dr. C says he likes cocaine. Durr says he likes prostitution.
Hey, Dr. C, are you the one that wakes up at 2:00 in the morning?
Oh, God. Addicted to making money, bro. Everybody's addicted to making money. Also.
Yeah, everybody's addicted. Yeah.
Addicted to making money.
I don't think making money is an addiction. I just think it's just like, you know, it just keeps you busy doing something, you know, and you just have to get
there are people that do you know, Eddie, do you know? Oh, I'm sure you do. Hold on. Mario says he thinks it's Ben and Jerry's at home or a Slurpee during an Uber shift. That's an addiction. Okay. I know Richie Hustles likes his Celsius.
He's got a gaming freaking addiction.
He's got a gaming addiction too.
You know, he did 11, almost 12 hours of gaming.
Yeah.
Freaking naughty.
Yeah.
Naughty.
Yeah.
You know what it is to sit down in the car for 12 hours straight? I mean, I gotta literally get out the car and like run around or like throw
Bro,
myself
I
in the.
can't
I
do
gotta
it.
do
I
something,
can't do it.
you know.
Can't do it. I got a video. You guys are gonna see it in a video here soon. Some stuff I got going on with Richie Hustles and Steven. We got a couple of challenges too. We're gonna hold on. Let me hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, okay. So there it is. All right. So Wednesday is the 29th. So I'm gonna announce these challenges we got going on the Rideshare Garage on Wednesday night. Eddie don't know about them because he ain't never on the radio with us because he too busy. Eddie too busy to come hang out with the boys. He don't want to know something with us, you know. He's like a little old lady. He just, I got add
Sorry,
my video.
sorry
I
there,
got add
boys.
my
Very,
video.
very, very busy.
I got add my video.
Very,
Yeah, he's
very
editing
busy.
videos all right. He's editing videos all right. He's crispy creaming half of his phone. That's what he's doing.
So,
But
hey, whatever you guys. I mean, you guys take off. I can't take off.
what takes off? What are you
So,
talking about? Takes off?
oh, dude, freaking guys.
What are you
I
talking about?
work a
Takes
lot.
off?
I'm waking up too early for this crap, and I go to sleep too late, and I still woke up at 2 o'clock. 3. I woke up at 3 today. My alarm. I didn't hear it when it went
Bro,
off at 2.
bro,
God damn
bro,
it.
bro. I don't make me do you on don't make me do you on live TV. I'm not gonna do it to you because I like you. You're my brother. I'll do it to you when we get off the live. I want to hear that bullshit. How come we're all making money, bro? We're not working the crazy ass hours. We're working when the hours are good. That's all.
That's right. Good for you guys.
15,000
Freaking
hours a day
awesome.
doesn't necessarily equate to $1,500 a day.
Correct. If you guys got a freaking solution to it, you are more than welcome
We
to tell
do.
me.
We
That
do.
was one of the issues that I was having with the girls that I had in my car that did social media. And I told them, I was like, listen, I got the whole social media thing going. I just don't know what to do with it. I don't know where to go left. I don't know where to go right.
That
I
is
don't know
true.
how to
That
manage.
is tough.
I do not know how to manage the whole entire thing. I was like, I watched so many YouTube videos
You
on
get
other
too much
people
information.
and how they manage their YouTube channel and the content,
Paralysis by analysis.
you know. And and then I'm just I told her, I was like, dude, I am stuck. I
Yeah.
am stuck. I don't know where to go with it. This is why I got her phone number, and she was like, you know what? I'll give
Yeah.
you a
Oh,
call.
yeah.
We can talk
That's
a
why
little.
he got the phone number.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, Eddie. Well, at least he got a phone. Shit, about time. About time. Let me get through some of these addictions here real quick. Dr. C is on the vape addiction. I was there, bro. Remember, I quit
Yeah, Vinny quit.
a week before I had the heart attack, and and I destroyed it all, got rid of everything. I think the only thing I still got here is I might have a couple of batteries and the charger, but everything else is in the trash and gone, bro. You just got to want to do it. And to me, Eddie, everything comes down to one thing. Everything in life comes down to one thing. You sitting down?
The older you get, the wiser you get.
No. Well, that's a fact, but that's not what it comes down to.
After your 50s, the streets.
Everything in life comes down to one thing. You got to make that you got to make that choice. You got to make that choice, and then you got to follow through on that choice. Han said it best in Tokyo Drift. Life is about making choices and not looking back.
Yeah.
You make a choice to quit. You make a choice to keep fighting. You make a choice to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning like a fucking idiot. Right? These are choices that we make.
Yeah. Would you believe
We
it?
make a choice
You
to
believe
work.
it? And some people complain that I make those choices. Holy shit. And you're like, what the hell? It's like, I can't do anything.
No. But it doesn't matter what other people say. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of, are your choices resulting in, are your choices giving you the results that you want? Yes or no? It's a simple goddamn
Yes.
yes or no.
Yes. Yes, of course. Of course. You know how much money I made the past 3 years compared to any other year that I have ever worked a regular 9 to 5?
Eddie, why are you taking it personal? I'm asking, I'm just
No,
making a
that's what I'm
statement.
saying. That's what
If
I'm
the
saying. So my
choices that you're
results,
making now, right? If the choices that you're
yeah, the
making now
results stick.
are
Yeah.
giving you the results you want, then shut the fuck up
Yeah.
and keep moving.
Don't get me wrong. But don't get me wrong. But remote, you know how you start getting into something new and you don't know, but you just happen to be doing it right.
You mean
But you're like,
squirrel?
what the hell is this going on? And I actually had to look up. I had to actually had to look up what entrepreneur. How do they take their time off? right? How do they take time off? None of them take time off. There's no such thing. Nobody takes vacation, you know. And then I had a driver in my car, owns a business, and one of his uh, employees was asking to, made them partners, for the business. And he goes, "Oh, when is my vacation time?" And he goes, "What? Vacation?" I was like,
Mm.
"You're about to become a partner. There's just no such thing as vacation." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I was like, "That's the way that it is." So I kind of picked that up, and I realized that's just the way that it is. There is no such thing as taking days off.
Do you know Jeff Bezos was still driving a freaking Honda Civic even after
Yeah,
initially became a billionaire?
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I
Or
saw
Honda
that.
Accord,
Saw that.
rather, a Honda Accord. Listen, what
He was driving
happens
a
is
hoopty.
at first it's getting enough money. At first you're chasing the money. Then after you get done chasing the money and you got the money and
You
you
don't know
really
what to do with it.
you got the fuck you money. The fuck you money is where you ain't got to worry about nobody taking your house and you got a shit box in the driveway. No, nobody can mess with you now, right? That's fuck you money. Doesn't mean you're a millionaire. Just means you own your house, you pay your taxes, you got some money in the bank making some interest to pay your light bill, and you got a car that can get you around. That's fuck you money. It ain't nothing more than that. That's all it is. Okay. But then it becomes the game. Now you're chasing the game. And that's what happens in rideshare. We think we're out there for the money, but we're out there we're chasing the game because we want to do better than we did last week. And if we don't do as good as we did last week, we feel like we did something wrong, like we failed. And that's bullshit. Because if you're still making $1,000 a week out here in rideshare, gross, I gotta say gross, or my good friend Sergio is gonna slap me around a little bit. Bro, if you can make $1,000 a week on your terms out here and it's costing you $200 a week, that's 800 cash in your pocket. Where the fuck else are you going to make that money at right now? Like seriously, where else are you making that money? If
Yeah.
it takes you 60 hours to make the money, oh well. Eddie, how many hours a week do you put in? If you count all your stuff together, how many hours?
It's always been 60 plus. Oh, I'm sorry. Talking about everything together?
Everything. The trading,
Everything,
the
dude.
content
Shit.
creation, the actual driving, the OnlyFans, all of it. How many hours a
I
week?
think I think the latest I have ever woken up is 5. And I always wanted till 10, 11. This is 7 days a week. So
Yeah,
it's a
this is
lot.
my point.
It's a
This is
lot.
my point. I think I
It's kind
still.
of like with Richie, it's a lot easier for him to do like a lot of things, but for some
Whoa,
of us, it's just
whoa! Why do you say that? I'm going to
well,
disagree.
Richie's been doing it for a long time. Richie's been doing his
It's
hustling for a
not
long
easier.
time.
The guy don't sleep, bro. You
Correct.
realize he got 2 kids he got to take care of.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
His wife goes to work. He's the at-home dad. So he's got
So
to drive. He's got to do the driving on the Uber and Lyft, right? Bro,
yeah.
he ain't gonna like this that I said this, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. He did an Uber Eats order Saturday night.
Did he like his
He
dollar?
did an Uber Eats order Saturday night, bro. Exactly, Dr. C. Exactly. Exactly. That clip came from The Gambler. I love quoting movies, bro. I love quoting movies because the movies tell you the fucking truth. Here's another good one I always tell people, probably my favorite line of any movie anywhere. Okay? You do what you got to do until it comes time to do what you're meant to do. Tell me the name of that movie. Tell me, whoever can answer that in the next 30 seconds, because everybody's going to go cheat on fucking Google. Okay? That's a good movie. Listen, bro. Richie hustles he's got to take care of the kids, right? He does the breakfast, the to school, the lunch, the home from school. He's got to wait, right? He's got to wait for the wife to get home, and then he can go out and drive. Now, on the other side of that, he's got to take the kids with him to go to his warehouse so he can do his whatever the fuck it is, his Amazon, retail arbitrage. He's got to do all his Amazon videos. Bro, like Richie Hustle does a lot.
Yeah.
He does a lot.
Yeah, he does a lot. That's a lot.
Right? He does a lot. So I give him a lot of credit. I just. I give him a lot of credit, but I give him a lot of shit.
See,
Give him a lot of shit.
Richie's saying that
The movie's
he
called
wa-
These
he
Nuts.
wants he wants to scream. Richie wants to scream at me. I was like, Richie, I'm doing what you said, bro. I'm taking my videos and making the shorts with it, and I'm posting them on all my channels. On Uber, I mean on YouTube, on Twitter. I opened a Twitch account, so now I gotta learn how to use that. On my Twitter, my Facebook, and also so I'm putting all my shorts on all my other channels, like you said, bro. That's what I'm doing.
And you know what? Everybody does it at a different pace. Everybody does it at a different pace. I'm actually having a decent month now on the what you call it. I might break 400 this month.
Amazon, the
Yeah,
influencer.
yeah,
The
as of yesterday,
influencer.
as of yesterday, I'm at $378. And you haven't been around, but they took away my best video that was making all my money. My Dell monitors, bro. I can't believe they did that. I'm gonna erase and re-upload now, but I'm missing Cyber fucking Monday, these pricks. But anyway, whatever, I digress. I'm still making, this is money, right? I only made 2 videos this month. So these review videos are fucking 53 videos from a month and 2 months ago. And they're making the money. You know what I'm saying? That's, if this breaks $400.
Your first one was that knife, right?
Yeah, the knife was
it the knife or was it the holster?
So my first 2 was my SOG knife, right? My SOG knife. And you guys, I'm going to make a video with my everyday carry. This is something you guys should look for because it's an emergency tool too, right? You got your glass breaker on this side, you got your seatbelt cutter on this side, right? And then, and then obviously you got the obvious, right? So this is a really good pocket knife to have. And then the second video I did was my holster for my best friend, right? So $25 holster, so it was pretty good. So yeah, there's but what I'm saying is that's freaking $400+ that I didn't have, that I wouldn't have if Richie wasn't giving me shit. So sometimes when your friends give you shit, it's because they're trying to help you. Just remember that. Just remember that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait.
Oh, Buddha, about time.
Buddha recorded a video, yo.
Did he post it? I know he recorded it. Did you post it?
Did you post it?
Did you post it, Buddha?
Is it in the Discord? Can we take a look? Do we get a peek?
Buddha, you should have named Buddha Logics. Oh, that would have been so funny.
Silver Fox running out to an immigrant. Oh my God.
You see what I mean? You see what it encourages?
It's funny. Bro, not yet. You're editing it. Oh, well, then you ain't fucking anybody can shoot a video, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's only good if you post it.
Thank you. Tell him again, bro. Tell him again.
You gotta post it. You don't post it.
Goddamn Buddha with the fake news, man. With the fake news. You know what, Buddha? You know what I'm gonna do for you, Buddha? After the show Wednesday night, I'm going straight to the elbow room and I'm gonna find your favorite dancer. You know that guy? The guy who does this, stands around and twirls. I'm gonna give him your phone number, bro. I'm gonna give him Buddha's phone number. It
only counts when you post the video, Buddha. You post the video, you send it to us, and be like, "Oh, let's watch it," and then we'll watch the video and see what it looks like and stuff, and we can critique it. We'll give you a thumbs up.
I'm gonna give him a thumbs up anyway, bro. I'm gonna give him a thumbs up anyway. Yeah. Just for getting it started, bro. If you know, you know. That's it, bro. That's it. Eddie, social media is hard work. Took me 4 years to get my first band deal. And that's it, right? Carrie's spot on, bro. You got to put in the work.
Yeah. I know. Hey, Carrie, by the way, I liked it when you spoke last time. I kind of watched your actually you got actually I took your advice on it and I just started posting shorts on TikTok. I don't know where I'm gonna go with it because I don't know what to post in there. So
well, whatever it is, make sure it's not in a thong.
Yeah.
You got to save that for your OnlyFans.
I promise I will not post your pictures on TikTok.
You ain't got to worry about posting my pictures. You ain't got to worry about mine. Anyway, homie, it's 2:06, man. Let's go. Let's go. I got shit to do.
Oh, let's go. We're done for today already? All right.
Oh.
All right. So we'll do it again tomorrow. All right.
Hey, big shout out to Commuter though. I want to make sure that I don't know if Commuter's still here or not, but he's over there in Ireland, man. I want to make sure he's all right because now that whole country is about to get thrown up in arms. If you guys didn't see what was going on over there, they had, I hate to use the word immigrant, but they had somebody not from there go on a rampage and do some bad things to some kids. And now the country's up in arms about it. And even Conor McGregor got involved. And
Conor McGregor said he's going over there.
Well,
if they don't get it,
from. That's his country. That's where he's from. And he said that and now that he spoke out against it, the Irish government is now filing criminal investigative charges against Conor McGregor because he told the prime minister to go get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ironic, right? Ironic.
Well, Commuter, man. Well, right? I don't care what side of the
stab a couple of kids, hurt a couple of people. You're good. But say something about it.
All I'm saying is I don't care what side of the fence people are on. Just watch your ass out there, man, because it can happen anytime, any place, bro. Anytime, any place, it can happen. And in the side of your fence, ain't nobody going to give a shit. You know what doesn't have a name on it, Eddie? You know what has no name on it? A bullet. Has no name on it. It goes where it goes. So
and then when people start taking the streets and stuff because they're just sick and tired of their family member and kids dying, then hey, we told you so.
You're getting tired of it.
You so. Yeah, but it's not only that. There's people like I've always said, there's people out there that just don't want any involvement out there because they were actually trained to do this stuff. But the thing is, when that starts happening, oh, look at what's going on to us. Why are they doing this?
Yeah. Mario says every time he drives to Sunrise or West Palm, he feels like he's going to run into Vinny in his XT6. Bro, I was at the airport last night, Fort Lauderdale Airport, doing my best Mario Mateo imitation, and I was being patient. I got a good $51 ride out of there. Actually, I got 2 good rides out of there last night. Bro, I only did 3 rides last night. I only did 3 rides. Yeah, but wait do you hear the result? I did 3 rides last night. First ride was a Lyft ride, $32 plus an $8 tip on the app plus $20 cash tip. So $60 on that ride, right? Then I did not want to go to Fort Lauderdale. I did not want to go to the airport. I got sucked in because Richie Hustles was there and Omar was there. Anyway, as I'm driving or as I get into the lot, I catch a $118 ride going to West Palm Beach. It's 50 miles. It was 49 miles, right? Going from Fort Lauderdale to downtown West Palm. Poor woman was frantic, Marianne. She had been trying to get an Uber for over an hour. It was her and her 2 daughters, the young girls. They were like 8 and 10 or something like that. Really nice people. She was like, oh my God, is it really going to take 30 minutes to get in here? Yeah, it took 30 minutes, bro, to go 3.5 miles to get in to get her from her terminal. I had to pull a little fight club last night to get her. I had to have her meet me upstairs, which is a no-no.
You know what? You know what they did at my airport here? They closed. It's freaking traffic like crazy at our airport. They closed the entrance so you can drop off.
That's insane, isn't it? So I get her in the car. I run her all the way up to West Palm, right? And I did something. I normally I would come about halfway back to an area called Del Rey, jump US 1, turn on my apps, and then work my way back down. You know what I'm saying? Catch the money coming back down south. But I didn't. I ran all the way back to the airport because I knew it was busy, bro. Yeah, Mario, it was nuts last night, dude. Fort Lauderdale was freaking nuts last night. I'm telling you, there's viral videos running around TikTok, Twitter, YouTube right now at Fort Lauderdale Airport. She wound up giving me a $20 tip. So it was 138 on that ride, right? Then the next ride I got was the last ride I got was $51 plus a $9 tip. So it was 60, and 140. How much money I make last night? On 3 rides.
Nice.
260. $260 on 3 rides last night. This is what I mean. This is what I said in the beginning, bro. We as drivers sometimes go out with the expectations that we're going to get our rides today. We're going to make our money today the same way we made our money yesterday. And it just don't work that way, bro.
No.
It just don't work that way. The expectation of how you're going to make your money, I agree with Omar. Let it go. The expectation to make money, you gotta
go.
So anyway. All right, y'all. Let's rip it.
That is it for me. We'll do it again tomorrow. Hopefully it's a better week.
It's a good week.
Hopefully
it's
a better week.
Listen, between now and the end of the year, make as much money as you can. Y'all need to pay attention because the challenges are coming out on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
We got 3 challenges coming out on Wednesday night. So everybody make sure you show up for the Rideshare Garage on Wednesday night. Eddie, take us home, buddy.
All right. See you guys. We'll do it again tomorrow. Peace.